If you squeeze some lime in your eyes will get a beautiful green color. People will swim in the sea full of corpses, but won't go near a pool with one. Everyone has an acceptable corpse to water ratio. Fun fact, some people can unfocus their eyesight, or make their eyesight blurry on command. I thought everyone could do that. Well then, does farting burn calories? One fart burns approximately 67 calories. When you pick up a quarter off the ground, you're making $450 an hour for 2 seconds. Why the hell does no one talk about the fact that depression and anxiety can cause you major memory loss? We forgot about it. Horses get farted on more than any other animal. Here's a useful counterintuitive fact. One 18-inch pizza has more pizza than two 12-inch pizzas. A Russian man once drank 3 bottles of vodka. He then jumped out of a 5-story window, walked back up, and jumped again. Vodka. It's even funnier the second time. Before and after. Fact, you straightened your posture right after looking at this image. Female dragonflies will often fake their own death to avoid mating with unwanted males. The max weight the Hulk has lifted is 150 billion tons. Meanwhile, Superman's max is 30 quintillion tons. What was so heavy it weighed 30 quintillion tons? Yo mama. Bella did not know the beast could turn into a human. She was fully prepared to do the deed with him as it is. I get really offended when someone doesn't sit next to me, but I'm also relieved they didn't sit next to me. This is the most accurate thing I've ever read. A study found, when sober, rats prefer silence, but on drugs, they prefer jazz. What do we do with this information? Margot Robbie didn't wear underwear in this scene to make the scene more realistic. Leonardo, after failing the 100th take. Your body is a ghost factory that takes one lifetime to produce a ghost. What is it called when you shoot someone on Halloween? Trick-or-treating? No, it's called homicide. Trick-or-treating. Today I learned an ant wouldn't get killed if you microwaved it. They don't have a high enough water content, and because they are so small, they can dodge the hot spots in the microwave just by walking around. Pros of being an ant. You can dodge microwave beams. Cons of being an ant. There's an animal called anteater. Little known historical fact. Pharaohs were buried with their hands crossed over their chests because it was a popular belief that there would be countless water slides in the afterlife. Is this true? Morning, laziness. Afternoon, dying for a rest. Night, can't sleep. Fun fact, did you know that the bigger the pee-pee the guy has, the slower he walks? The problem of being faster than light is that you can only live in darkness. Fun fact, during earthquakes, coffins turn into maracas. Haha, grandpa go shake shake. The skin on your lips is called mucosa, the same skin you can find on your butt. And you know what? I will bet a subscription and a like on the video that you just licked your lips. Oh my, apparently taking an arrow to the knee was an old Nordic slang for getting married. I thought that all those guys in Skyrim had literally been shot in their knees with arrows, but I guess not. And at that moment, the foundation of that entire meme became something like this. That explains why men go down on one knee when they propose. Oh, Oliver Porky Bicker was so dedicated to April Fool's pranks that he flew hundreds of tires to Mount Edgecumbe, a dormant volcano near Alaska, and set them on fire. He fooled both the locals and Coast Guard into thinking the volcano was active. In the late 1600s, London was plagued by a sexual attacker dubbed Whipping Tom, who would spank his victims with his hand or sometimes a rod and shout, "Spanko," before running away. Crazy fact. Eating 3 pizzas a day is more healthy than for you being dead. It is impossible for a man to strap down any kind of load in a trailer without saying, "That's not going anywhere," as he tightens the rope. People who sleep on their stomach are more likely to dream about the deed. Fun fact, most trains are run on me. Sorry, I am Lithuanian. I was not familiar with train terminology meaning in America. After his wife was denied water by upper caste people, Indian laborer Bapuro Tajni managed to dig her a well in under 40 days and ended up discovering a water source capable of sustaining his entire village. A dead bat still hanging from the ceiling of a cave. Fun fact, when the muscles in a bat's feet/legs relax, the foot closes. Contrast to our hands, which open when the controlling muscles relax. This is why bats can sleep and die upside down. That is very cool, yet at the same time, very disturbing. Poor little dude. Part of adulting is having your bed in the center of your wall instead of in the corner. Why is this true? You can pry my corner bed out of my cold, dead hands. China built a 250-acre solar farm shaped like a giant panda. The barnacle has the largest pee-pee in the animal kingdom when compared with its size. Please stop calling me the barnacle. Hey you, what's an interesting fact about you? I can change the status of girls active now to active 2 minutes ago. by just saying hi. Me too, kid. Did you know that sunsets on Mars are blue? I did not. The average family of 4 loses up to 60 socks a year. I love the fact that there's a very, very, very slight chance that one of the 93 million people who have viewed this video is in fact Vladimir Putin. Plankton eats holographic meatloaf for dinner because holograms are projections of light, and plankton gain energy through photosynthesis. Real. Men did greater things when it was harder to see bobs. A Bosnian couple divorced after discovering both had an online affair with each other under fake names. Don't invite me anywhere last minute. I enjoy doing nothing, so I need to know ahead of time if my plan to do nothing needs to be changed. This is legit and people don't realize it. Tell me something I don't know. The first letter of sentence is always capital. Sticky rice mortar. The Great Wall of China is held together by sticky rice. This is actually true. Average 1 million home in California versus 200k house in Ohio. Night vision goggles are green because the human eye can differentiate more shades of green than any other color. Are we going to just forget this scene? Rats are unable to gag or throw up, so this dude's soup is so bad that it broke the laws of nature. Illegal immigrants were hired to construct the border fence separating the United States from Mexico. While many church groups have protested Pokemon for allegedly being satanic, the Vatican actually approved of the game in the year 2000, saying it was full of inventive imagination. Pikachu Satan. Me at the airport, checking my gate does in fact exist before going to get food. Fun fact, 95% of Greek mythology wouldn't exist if Zeus wasn't so in the mood. I talk to the language of facts. Girls are so used to compliments that insults stick out to them. Guys are so used to insults that compliments stick out to... I didn't even pick up on this. Facts about pit bulls being so gentle in nature. Farmers used to let them nanny their children. Pit bull haters saying pit bulls kill people in their genetics. Fact, he was always silent while hunting the roadrunner. The issue is an anti-paparazzi scarf that makes flash photography nearly impossible by using highly reflective fabric. Fun fact, if 99.9% of the people on Earth find you not attractive, then there is still one person who does. Me. I like those odds. It is illegal to not flush the toilet in Singapore. For failing to flush, you will be fined 100. I like this. Why doesn't every country do this? My cat and I are both blind, so we accidentally run into each other sometimes. But because I'm much louder than he is, when we get close to each other, he chirps to warn me he's there. Thank you for sharing this beautiful solidarity. Nobody. Factories in the 1800s on a kid's 6th birthday. Give me the child. If plastic dinosaurs are made of plastic, and plastic is made out of oil, and oil is made out of dead dinosaur juice, plastic dinosaurs are made out of real dinosaurs. In the movie Interstellar, the water planet scenes were shot on Earth. Really? Quick human fact, a group of kids is called a migraine. Giant lily pads on the Amazon River have leaves that can grow up to 6 feet in diameter and support up to 100 pounds without breaking. During World War II, it was common for soldiers to keep family photos under clear grips of their 1911 pistols. They were called sweetheart grips. The fact that they call it the food pyramid and not triangle implies that it has at least 2 other sides. Okay, so maybe this much taffy is okay. He's got a point. The fact my nephew told his teacher his mum is on parole. She's on patrol, serving in the National Guard. Patrol. One woman shared that she was being a surrogate for another family, and her son told the teacher, "My mum is pregnant, but it's not my dad's, so we're not keeping it." The width of a human hair is about 0.0025 centimeters, or about 200 times thicker than the plot of Avatar 2. A video game developer snuck a proposal into a game, but his girlfriend refused to play it for years, delaying their eventual marriage. Screw whatever currency you have. New Scottish notes have otters on them. It snowed in the Sahara Desert for 30 minutes on the 18th of February, 1979. Over the last 10 years, 330 people have died attempting to take risky and daring photos for social media. Weird to think that everyone in the world fits into one of these 4 categories. In the mood, not in the mood. On a bike, not on a bike. The facial recognition algorithms in use by Facebook outperforms those in use by the... Yeah, but you really think FBI doesn't use Facebook algorithms if they're that good? No way. Julius Yego, the first ever Kenyan gold medalist in a field event, taught himself to throw a javelin by watching videos on YouTube. When a 15-year-old 6'4", 225 pounds Dwayne Johnson switched high schools midterm, the students at his new school were convinced he wasn't actually a student, but an undercover cop. 4 times as many people are killed by ants every year than are killed by sharks. An eBay bidder recently paid $99,000 for a flaming hot Cheeto that looks like Harambe the gorilla. I was quite flexible when I was younger. The kids at school used to call me Spider-Man because my uncle was murdered. A 46-year-old man found and attacked a 13-year-old kid. because the kid had killed him too many times in Call of Duty. That's a skill issue. Amazon, 1998. Hello, we sell books but online, 2023. Please return your Prime house for your nightly Prime meal. Valued Prime citizen, stop complaining about your life. There are people out there who are literally allergic to dogs. Is anyone watching this video allergic to dogs? There is a town in Norway called Hell, and it freezes over almost every winter. Not sure what's more awkward. The fact I said love you to the pizza guy after he took my order on the phone, or the fact he showed up with breadsticks shaped like a bouquet. Either way, we're dating now. Cheating and creating cheats for online games is officially a crime in South Korea. The stickers that supermarkets use on fruit are completely edible. Even the glue holding the stickers to the fruits is food grade. Yeah, but it doesn't mean you should eat them. Please don't eat supermarket stickers. A Ludit was badly wounded and locked up. They interrogated him to find the co-conspirators. As his health worsened, he called over the interrogator and said, "Can you keep a secret?" "Yes," the interrogator said. "So can I," said the person, and promptly died. Unbelievably based. Absolutely no one. Me at 3 a.m. Without question, the weirdest people in my life have also been the most supportive and interesting people in this life. Weird rules, stay weird. No amount of budgeting and not eating out is going to make up for the fact we don't make enough money. Your package has been shipped. I'm bothered by the fact he's not looking through the gaps he's made in the blinds. World's first glass-bottom sky pool will let you swim 115 feet above London. Sean William Scott, who played Stifler in the American Pie films, was extremely shy and nervous around women and did not have a girlfriend until he was 30 years old. Got a text and was pumped till I realized it was the two-factor authentication code I had requested legitimately 15 seconds ago. Regardless what you think of Castro, we can all agree that he did in fact meet with the Pope while wearing an Adidas tracksuit. I don't even know who this is. Still not over the fact that when I got my prosthetic legs, they were like, "Do you want to be taller?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they made me 2 inches taller. You wish you were me. Following the Trinity nuclear test in New Mexico, a blind woman 150 miles away from the site asked, "What's that brilliant light?" Gasoline is a fossil fuel which comes from decomposed animals. Vegans cannot drive. Running was invented by Johnny Running in 1892 when he tried to walk twice at the same time. Joe Rogan made his acting debut in a Thumb in Spy Kids when the director Robert Rodriguez saw him on the street and told, "You're exactly what I've been looking for. Stop giving a damn about what random normies think of you." That's like playing Oblivion and not jumping everywhere because you don't want the NPCs to think you're weird. A legendary post, and we will never even know their name. Fun fact, Reese's Pieces don't have chocolate in them. And now this fact is stuck in your head. Huge trucks, because not everyone can have a big pee-pee. Medieval doing the deed must have smelled horrible. Thoughts? First picture is step 1. Second picture if you are still hungry. End of discussion. Me. Fire trucks are actually water trucks. A completely normal conversation. Pangolin and its pangopup. You may think these are lizards because of their scales. They're actually mammals, and the scales are made of the same stuff your fingernails are. The Animal Planet's famous reality series, River Monsters, ended because leading star Jeremy Wade was able to catch essentially every exceptionally large freshwater species by proper planning and execution, leaving no remaining content for the show. Fact, people who used the school bathrooms to take a poop are braver than people who watch top 10 scariest moments after 2 a.m. Girls walk on average 7% slower with a guy they like. Girls walking with me. Scientists say that at least 95% of fish can't read or write. A factory in Turkey started to produce roof tiles that served as bird shelters. Earlier this year, a British woman caught her boyfriend cheating. When her Fitbit smartwatch showed a spike in the middle of the night, the couple had synced their watches together, and she got a notification that he'd just burned 500 calories at 2 a.m. It's been estimated that there are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on Earth, but there are more atoms in 1 gram of sand than there are stars in the universe. The Netherlands is so safe, it imports criminals to fill jails. Some jails are closed because of low crime rate. A photograph of the sun taken throughout the year at the same time every day. Every 25th of December, a town in Peru celebrates Sakana Q. Men, women, and children settle grudges from the past year by calling each other out and having a fist fight. Then everybody goes drinking to numb the pain. Wait, the kids drink as well? The opposite of deja vu is jamais vu. This happens when you experience something you recognize but feel extremely unfamiliar with. It also can happen when seeing a person you know or reading a word you've seen too many times before. Lincoln was famous for his self-depreciating sense of humor. When accused of being two-faced, Lincoln replied, "Honestly, if I were two-faced, would I be showing you this one?" In 18th century England, it was fashionable for wealthy estate owners to hire people to dress as druids, never wash themselves, grow their hair and nails as long as possible, and live in their gardens as ornamental hermits. People were so weird. Why would you want a hermit? Lucifer. Did you mean Lucifer? Apparently I'm not enthusiastic enough about Satan for Google. Screw Satan. No one likes you. A 10-year-old saved his great-grandmother's life in a speeding vehicle after she fell unconscious while driving. As they veered into the oncoming traffic, the boy grabbed the wheel and guided the car to a halt in a mud-filled ditch. Hailed as a hero, he credited his skills to playing Mario Kart. Yeah, gaming. It is impossible for a man to walk by a pallet jack without strongly considering using it like a scooter. The fact I procrastinate and still get the job done is the reason I still procrastinate. It is impossible for a man to use a tape measure without first seeing how far they can extend it before it collapses under its own weight. My friend has a weird love for Cheetos, so he went to the Cheetos production factory and purchased 28 industrial-sized clear bags of Cheetos. They charged him $65 per clear bag. He's the one they warned about us in math problems. I have never learned how to swim, and at this point I'm too embarrassed to. Isn't the Netherlands below sea level? We have dams, dude. This isn't Atlanta. Yeah, but they won't hold forever. Underestimate the power of Dutch engineering again, and I'll obliterate you. Did you know Okay, I'm gonna do did you know memes. I think that's a pretty good idea. The fact that homeowners association exists is wild to me. You can buy an entire house and some lady a couple doors down can tell you that you're not allowed to display your antique frog statuette and you have to pay a fine? Insane. South Korea is home to some of the best plastic surgeons in the world. In fact, many Chinese nationalists who travel to the country for surgery have trouble re-entering China due to their face not matching their passport photo. Not gonna lie, the surgeon did God's work here. That's insane. The second officer on the Titanic stayed on board until the end and was trapped. Okay, there's a plane going above me right now. I'm dead. And was trapped underwater until a boiler explosion blew him free. He survived by clinging to a capsized raft. Later, he volunteered in World War II and helped evacuate over 120 men from Dunkirk. Did you know that you get red eyes in pictures because your pupil is just a hole and the flash reflects the blood in the back of your eyes? And I did look this up to make sure, and it's true. Did you know giraffes' necks are getting shorter? Because of deforestation and rampant captivity, the evolutionary need for the giraffe's elongated neck has greatly diminished over the past 20 years. Yeah, but does evolution happen over 20 years? Getting angry at people when you hear them breathing or eating is called misophonia, which is an actual... Okay, I guess I have a brain disorder. Someone asked me why sharks stick their dorsal fins out of the water. The answer is simple. Sharks' dorsal fins stick out of the water sometimes because their fins are on top of and therefore higher than the rest of their body. And sometimes their body is near the surface of the water. Why do babies cry when they are tired? Like, just go to sleep, bro. No one is stopping you. If you see a mushroom cloud for an atomic bomb, you're supposed to stick your arms out and hold your thumb over the cloud. If the cloud is bigger than your thumb, you're in the radiation zone and should evacuate. This is what Vault Boy is doing. Interesting fact, donuts are healthier than crystal meth. You guys, today's update to the Google Translate app proves we live in the future. Bon appetit, have a nice meal. In 1978, an Indian man traveled from India to Sweden on a bicycle to reunite with a woman he met while she was on vacation in India, traveling through 8 different countries. The journey took him a total of 4 months. 43 years and the couple are still happily married in Sweden. This is a night bus in Japan. If this video gets 3,000 likes, I'll go back to Japan. And I'll specifically go to the night bus. And I'll make a little vlog out of it, like I went to Godzilla.